On today's video, we are going to change the oil in the good old 6.2 liter F-250. I have not changed the oil in this truck yet, and it is time now, and might as well get to it. But there is something I got to do first because it's cold as crap here in Michigan, so gotta get some heat on. Now I'm lucky enough to have one of these heaters in my garage. Makes it way nicer. But safety's always first, right? You never want to have anything flammable or combustible around this bad boy, or, you know, anything too close. You don't want it to melt or anything like that. So, there we go. Oh, silly me, would you look at that? I almost did it. I could have melted my good radio. Alright, so before we get started, there's a few things you're going to need. You're definitely going to need something to catch your oil in. And when you're leaning over the front working on this, you don't want to scratch your fenders. So make sure you have like a fender liner or something. The drain plug, oil drain plug, you're going to need a 16 millimeter. And then, if some jack monkey didn't know what he was doing and over-tightened the filter, you might need one of these to get the old filter off. That's basically it. Well, you're going to need some oil, obviously. Take something out, you got to put something back in, right? So, if you've been following my channel, my domestic vehicles, I use AMSOIL, Signature Series. Do your own research on this or watch my old video on this stuff. This is only thing I will use. This stuff is good up to 1 year, 25,000 miles. And back in the day when I first started using this stuff, still had to change your filter every 3,000 because those hadn't advanced yet. But now they have the Signature Series filters now too. But if you call me crazy for going once a year on oil changes, you wouldn't be the first. Let's get to it. Pop the hood, find the lever. Oh, there it is. I mean, would you look at that? Are you kidding? Oh, wrong stats, hang on. Would you look at that? I mean, 3.7% of my views last month came from subscribers. That's it. So, if you want to, if you like the content, maybe you don't, whatever. Maybe that's why it's only 3.7%. But anyway, subscribe down there. Hit that notification bell if you want to know every time I put a video up, which is typically Fridays at noon, unless something big like this happens or whatever. Alright guys, let's get back to it. Oh wait, before I lean over the front, better put this on it. There we go. Hey, look at that! Left some solder on the headlight. Alright. I am going to take out the oil fill cap just to allow the oil to drain a little better into the pan. Now we go on to. So here we are underneath this beast. And here is your engine oil drain plug. So this is generally a 16 on all the Fords that I work on. And it is on this one again. While that's draining, I'm going to go clean off this drain plug. Reposition my oil pan so it'll catch anything from the filter. Oh, woo! That's on there. Holy macajoli. Woo! There we go. Crack that bad boy loose. Woo! There she comes. There comes all the nastiness. Alright, well I'm going to let that drain for a little bit because it looks like it's going to be a little bit. Alright, so a couple things I do. Take your new oil filter, take your new oil. You just want a little bit of this new oil. Rub it around the seal just to moisten it. And then because this oil filter goes straight up and not sideways, I can pre-fill this with oil so I get a better gauge on where my oil's at when I'm actually filling it. Works great. Great! What a mess. That didn't work. Well, I cleaned it up. Don't take advice from me. The gallon-sized jug just didn't pour very good. There, good as new. Let's go check on the underside again. All right, now while I'm under here, I like to wipe off the oil filter location there, just to make sure it's nice and clean. Same thing with the oil drain. That's about as good as it's gonna get. When you put the plug back on, don't come back and tighten it. Tighten it before you forget. Ugh. Foot-pounds, I don't know. Filter has got a moistened seal on it and a light coat of oil all over it, inside and out. There we go. Put this guy on a little looser than the last person did. There. There, we're done underneath. Okay, so this 6.2 liter I got here is gonna take 7 quarts, so just shy of 2 gallons. So I ordered 2 gallons. And it takes 5W30. Pretty far down there, so I'm getting myself a fancy little big old funnel. Alright, that's down to 1 quart. See where that puts us. Now the funnel's in the way of the dipstick, that's cool. Clean this bad boy off. God, this thing is huge, man! It's as long as a truck. Jeez. Can't even get it back down there. That looks a little high. Oh, this thing's a pain in the butt. Stupid dipstick. Alright, so it says it's a little full, but the oil filter isn't full yet. So I'm going to run the engine for a couple of minutes, shut it off, let it completely cool down, all the oil will settle, and then I'll come back and check another reading. Alright, y'all, finished checking the oil on this after it's set for a few hours. It is perfect, perfect. Right below that full line. So yeah, that's 7 quarts, and that's all the oil through the system. So yeah, we're good now. We're done. Done. Get rid of this stuff. Shut this hood, right? Ah! Just joking. Alright guys, hopefully this video helped you guys out, and until we meet again, later.